Okay, hello everyone. So today I will make a video to try to explain how the Necropolis crafting use the coffin, how this works. So basically, I did some research on Google maybe earlier this week I think. So what I saw is all the big streamers, all the YouTuber, whatever, they're doing it wrong. Like not even the beginning of the league, like recently they're doing it wrong. So what I'm trying to explain, maybe this will go to core, we don't know, but what I'm trying to explain today is how some of the things works. So let's start with something easy today, okay? The first one, do not use the divine orb coffin with the fracture orb. The fracture coffin. Here's the thing, the item fracture first, then you couldn't divine the fractured mode. So do not use them together. So this is the one I don't see people doing right now, but at the beginning of the league, I see them doing it. So the second one is if you are doing some profitable or we call that perfect recipe or something, you might using the 5% not to consume, but if you did that, you might realize the thing is not working as whatever the thing shows on the game or right, okay? So it's not 1 minus 5%, minus 5%, minus 5%, like whatever, blah, 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 equal to 50%. You need this. It works like 95% times 95%. If you want to get this, on my plan, on my whatever, the graveyard, my result is like 64 or something. To min-max this, you better put them with some 40% adjacent or 25% row or column. It's like a math problem, so you can get the better use of your space. Okay. The last one and the most important one. So plus tier rating. I think most of the majority, even the craft exile and PoEDB are wrong. So like everyone else, I was trusting them in the beginning, so I feel like something is not really craftable. But there's a day my friend posted something, like post a Facebook on the game to me. It's like the perfect one, and then I realized it's craftable. And maybe he's lucky, but the second day he posted me, like he linked to me another one exactly same, the perfect Facebook. So after that, I think there might be something wrong with Craft of Exile and PoEDB. I will talk about this. This will be the main thing like for this video, okay? So we're gonna use Quiver, and we're gonna just look at the elemental resistance mod on that. That's probably gonna be the only thing we're using for the first half. Now we're gonna use the mana mod, okay? So it has 8 tiers. The fire resist, cold resist, lightning resist. It has 8 tiers. To get the top 7 from T1 to T7, right? We only need plus tier rating 1. Where are we right now? So we only need plus 1, okay? Because even the 1 will block the 0.14% of the total. It still blocked the last one, the lowest tier, the tier 8. So we can get the T1 to A7. But there's no way to prove because the minimum is like the minimum of the plus tier rating is 50. There's no way to prove that. But what we can prove is this is the formula I created with my theory. Then which is M is the maximum tier of the mod, which is 8 for the resistant. Tier rating we want, what we're going to test is T2. So we're going to put the 2 right here. The rate is whatever we need to achieve that. So the result to get a T1 is 600. But when we try to testing those, we don't want to waste the money and time to put too much tier rating in the coffin, whatever, to bind them or whatever. What I did is test a T2. So I tested 250 and 252. It works perfectly. You can, if you want to see the video I tested them, it will be at the end of this, okay? You can just, after watch everything, then you can just watch the way I put them in and the result. So based on those, the theory is probably correct. I mean, it's definitely correct. But what's gonna happen if the tier rating, like, we got T1, and what's gonna happen after that if we keep adding tier rates? We're still gonna use the quiver. So we already know that we need 601 to get T1, but from 601 to 700, nothing's gonna change because we're still like just guaranteed the thing T1. Nothing's gonna happen. But after T1, after 700, if we go to 800, right? If we go to 800, we can use this one. This is the formula I created. Also, if we have 800, which means by those things you guys already know, right? 100 plus 800 is gonna be 900, and maximum, I think we need a 100 here. So for the maximum, it's gonna be tier 8 times the 100. So what do we get is gonna be this thing. So it's actually 8 over 9. So what are we gonna get is this. So instead of T1, we're gonna have we will get T1, but we will actually, what are we gonna get is like T 0.889. What does that mean? So everyone basically knows the this mode is even, like even the tier 1 has 1000 weight. So instead of 1000, it's gonna be 8. Oh, right here. It's gonna be 889. So when we calculate it, it's gonna be 899, and everything else is like gonna be lowered by this parameter. The only thing not gonna be lowered is the dexterity because it has 10 tiers. Even the 800, what are we gonna get? Even the 800, I think it's still gonna be T2 and T1, I think. But the prefix, whatever, if we put 900, I think would be 800. Yeah, if we put 800, those flood elemental damage is gonna be T1. The only two things not gonna be T1 is gonna be life and dexterity. I think they will be T1, T2. But if we go 801, they will be T1, obviously, because that's what we was like talking about the whole page. Right now I have some testing on those. Right, I craft 20 of the tier 86 because this mode need 86. And tier rating 900, so basically I have everything T1, and what do we have? 6 mod plus 2 explicit and 500 mana. So basically this is the only thing I put on that, the 500 mana, because I want to see the mana one. This is the mode only have 1 tier, right? So what do we got is this. This is the weight, right? And this is how many times I got. This is the prediction. This is the whatever my test shows. So basically, it's like it proves, to be honest. There's like not a big difference. Also, this is the craft of exile page. I just changed the mod. Basically, I changed those bottom things to lower them a little bit to, how to say, make it looks like this. Make it looks like the weight I have. The only difference is it should be like 1,125, but right now I think the closest I can get is 1,139. Okay, it's very easy to get it. You can just, let's go to graveyard. We're gonna put 2 of each right here. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and just lower the elemental. Let's see, do 2,000. I think 2 more. Yep, it looks like this. If we do 1 more, it will just drop too much. So basically, it's really close to the actual result. If you have a better calculator thing, and this is the one I'm like using every day right now, I just like took 5 seconds, just play with it. If you have a better calculator, or you want to just do your own math stuffs, whatever, statistics, that's fine. It will be more accurate, but just for testing, I think that's enough. Okay, so there's one more thing I found on Reddit. Some guy watched my original video. It's in Chinese on this website, and I think he didn't understand the thing at all. So he did some tests. His result, whatever was wrong, but we can use his data. Okay, here's his data on the prefix, and this is my prediction, and this is my prediction, and the number just by the prediction, you can see this is really close to what he got. The only thing is he got too much mana leeching for some reason. I don't know why, but everything else looks just perfect. So he got a little bit of the physical damage, but too much mana leeching. So that's what I feel. Okay, so if you had any questions or something, you can just leave a review or something under that. I think because I post this on the Chinese website like for about a week, like even people have some questions about it, nobody can say I'm wrong. So I think with so many people already tested or crafted so many items with my theory, this is correct. Okay, I think that's everything for today. Thanks for watching.